Hi, welcome to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. This is the podcast for people who want to start and grow an online location-independent business so they can live a life of freedom and choice on their own terms. Welcome to episode 45, 9 ways to turn your knowledge into marketable products and services. You've got a skill or talent of some kind that you want to turn into a business. But how exactly should you sell it? In what form does it make sense? And what are all the options for making it into something you can ask for money for? I do have a recommendation for the best business model to start a business with, and that's in episode 4, the best business model for new entrepreneurs. But here I want to explain all the ways that you can transfer value so that you can have some different ways to think about for what makes sense for you. These options can also affect the type of business you start, and I talk more about this in my book, Your Business, Your Rules, which I definitely recommend you check out. The good news is there is no need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to delivering value. There are some standard value forms you can look to for creating something to sell. First of all, service. This is the easiest form of all. You simply do whatever you're great at for the customer. This is where you look at how you can solve your customers' problems in the form of a service. Now, I said this was simple, but don't be misled into thinking that means you should skip over this option. There really is a lot to be said for simple. Simple actually improves the likelihood of profitability and getting your business off the ground in the first place. Number 2, product. You can create an information product to teach your customer your skill. This could take the form of either a physical or a digital product, perhaps an ebook, an e-course, a real book, video, or some kind of information product. If you have specialized knowledge about a field, are you aware of any shortcomings in products that are currently available? Could you create a better version? Do you see any gaps in the market for variations or perhaps something new? Products can be a more difficult sell because they're less personalized, but it does, of course, depend on your market. Number 3, resale. You don't have to sell your own stuff. You can sell on products providing your knowledge to help customers make the right choice. You could also on-sell products that you have specialized knowledge about to certain groups. Affiliate marketing comes under the business model of resale. Number 4, shared resource. Is there a way of creating or purchasing something using your knowledge that people would pay for access to? A serviced office space or a children's play center are some examples of a shared resource. These tend to often be more physical spaces, but there are also other ways you can use this business model. Number 5, subscription. A lot of businesses are moving from the business model of paying for information to paying for access. Instead of paying once or paying off a payment plan for a program, you might pay monthly for ongoing access until you stop your subscription. Could you create something or provide an ongoing service that people are willing to pay for regular access to? A website help desk service, for example, or continuing access to a set of online courses. A subscription-based service can be really great if you want to have a more predictable cash flow. I find this model can work really well for established businesses who already have a large audience wanting access to their resources. Number 6, lease. Do you have something or have knowledge about something to allow you to buy business assets that you can lease out to others and charge a leasing fee? PA and stage or DJ equipment are assets that can be leased out. Machinery and tools are other examples. This can be less of an online business, but we are looking at all options here. Number 7, agency. This is where you act as an agent for a service or product. You are the link between the buyer and the seller. Could you broker a service of some kind, or do you have links to certain suppliers that you could leverage? I often have aspiring business owners coming to talk to me about these kinds of business models. The important thing to remember here is that you have to have access to both sides of the business model here for it to work, and there has to be a reason for people to go through an agent rather than going direct. Number 8, audience aggregation. If you have an audience of particular characteristics, you can charge for access to your audience. Often this comes in the form of advertising. This is mainly relevant for established businesses that already have that audience, but can be another potential income stream to look forward to in the future. Having ads on your podcast, which I personally choose not to do, ads on your blog or video channel, that would come under this model. And finally, number 9, option. An option is when you sell the consumer an option to do something. A ticket to an event is an option. When you purchase the ticket, you can go to the event, but you don't have to. And gift vouchers are another classic example. So how do you know which form of value is best for you? The answer is it depends. Depends on a number of factors. Depends on how far along you are in your business in particular. And also think about the kind of person you are and what you like to do with your day. Plus, I'd encourage you to think about what's going to be the easiest business to start and give you the best profitability if you are early on in the journey. Do you want to work with people one-on-one providing a service, or would you prefer advising people on purchases or setting up deals? Imagine what your day would be like if you chose a particular kind of products or service to sell. You of course also need to consider the market and what makes sense in your industry. Plus, it is also possible to create combinations. Ultimately, you need to make sure your business fits who you are and your lifestyle, as well as servicing the market. I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Thanks for listening to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. If you like this show, I'd love you to subscribe, share, and leave a review on iTunes. And if you'd like to continue the conversation, head over to my website at katleblanc.com. Until next time.